to Your Amigas podcast. I'm Marilyn.
Yo soy Denise.
And I'm Maddie, behind the scenes.
Yes, we couldn't do any of this without Mari. She is the one that keeps us organized and the one that no nos deja hablar for like 20 million hours. So thank you, Mari, because
Yes.
you know your amigas could talk.
Well, no, well, I get it, because that's why we're friends.
Seriously, and also shout out to Mike because now we have our little backdrop.
We're official, y'all.
Yay! Y'all, like us, subscribe, comment, share, tell your amigas.
Your amigos, your amigues, all of the friends.
Yes.
Follow us on our redes.
Yes.
We are at youramigas.podcast. And just see all of the fun, and we want to build community with you all, and that's the most important thing here.
Yes. So, getting into today's episode 4, we're going to be talking about self-care and how we take care of ourselves and how we recharge, how we, take care of ourselves and how that looks different for everybody.
Literally.
This is why we are in our bonnets.
Yeah, we're
today.
wearing bonnets right now.
Yes, because we got to take care of our hair when we sleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Para que no se maltrate.
Yes, and we're also sort of in like our little workout clothes. I got my little Pilates
Socks.
Pilates. Little grippy sock activities. I'm over here shaking. You should see me in Pilates class. Yeah. When you shake, when you're shaking, when you're working out, it's your muscles clapping for you.
Yeah.
Just
so
remember
keep
that.
going.
Keep going. Yes.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Yes.
Oh, yes. But our self-care can look a little different. Yes, very active and everything. But honestly, my first self-care is just, my love language is sleep. I love me some sleep. Yes. Marilyn knows this. Yes. Marty is also very big on sleeping. You know how people say, you're not you when you don't eat? I feel like I'm not me when I don't sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just, no puedo. Yeah. I also don't run on like coffee or caffeine or anything like that. So then that's why sleep is so important to me. She drinks her coffee. I put both.
You got your your little fugito.
Yeah, it's my energy boosting juice. Salud.
Yes.
Cheers. Cheersies.
Cheers, amiga. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm huge on sleep. I think the best thing that you could do for me as a friend is like if I go to your house, because I'm driving to you, right? Because I'm very quality and I'll drive to you and I'm down. But by the time that I get there and I'm like, yo, can I just take a quick nap? Yeah. And you do that, like, that's just the best thing that you could do for me.
Yes.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah.
Like, I think the whole world has it correct, or I guess Europe at least has it correct with the siesta in the middle of the day, while we're just like taking lunch.
Yeah. Just raw dog life.
30-minute lunch. Yeah, exactly. When it takes 30 minutes for your food to be ready, and then you have 2 minutes to eat it.
Mm-hmm. And then you're eating still while you're working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and Denise is very much with like it's not just sleep, right? Because everybody has to sleep, right?
Oh,
It's quantity. It's the quantity of sleep. So the amount of hours, like she has to get at least 7 to 8 hours, whereas some of us are like, I'm running on 5 hours of sleep. I'm running on 4 hours. Like, that is not a flex, amiga. You need to be getting your beauty rest.
Like, I don't think that's actually healthy.
It's not.
It's not. Your poor heart.
Yeah, your poor heart, tu cerebro. You're gonna crash out. I don't know.
Yeah. And it's funny because when remembering back to when we went to Costa Rica together, we were staying at we stayed at multiple places in Costa Rica in different areas of the country, and one hotel had they all had breakfast included, but this one hotel that we stayed at, the breakfast hours were very early. They were from like 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. And so when we were out on the town at night, we would be out super late into the wee hours a deshora, llegábamos al hotel.
3, 4 de la mañana.
3,
And I was like, you
4
want me
de
to
la
wake up
mañana.
at 6? No.
Yeah, and so then I would be like, are you going to wake up for breakfast? And she's like, no. And I'm just like, well, you're going to have to figure out what you're going to eat. If you're not going to eat the breakfast here, then like, you know, and I'm very much like, I need to eat. So like, if we get home at 4 or 5 in the morning, like, best believe I'm going to wake up at 8 o'clock and at least get the 1 hour of like the food that they still have, that they're still serving it. And I would come back, y ella bien dormida. And I'm just like, well, and I would just like, I would eat it and then I would come back and, you know, rest some more. But yeah, definitely sleep is a good one. And I mean, that's why we got our bonnets on.
Yeah.
Right? We all sleep with our bonnets.
I'm gonna share.
Yeah. Oh.
So Marilyn, when I first started sleeping over, I would be
I can't be the only one.
Okay, so for sleeping, right, I don't snore. Sometimes I'll talk in my sleep, but it's only if I'm exhausted,
Are
right?
we the same person?
I know, right, Money? Like, yeah.
It's the same energy here.
Are you sure you're not Pisces? Not just kidding.
Well, it turns out, you know how I said I was all Leo? Turns out I'm not. Turns out I'm actually Cancer rising. So it makes
right.
Wow. Chocolate.
Exactly.
Chocolate, amiguis.
Yeah.
But, so when I first started sleeping over Marilyn's, I would be so thrown off because we'd just be sleeping and then she'd just like start talking to me. And I was like, what the? We just said goodnight, you know? And then she would like talk and then I'll kind of like le contestaba, pero it was like sentences. So I was like, what? Okay, whatever. And then I think like the first 2 times, like I never said anything because I don't know. I'm over here just, it's fine. But then I think that like the 3rd time where she like stood up, like estaba acostada, and then she like sits up from the bed and she just starts talking like, oh my God, we gotta like do this and stuff like that. I was like, whoa,
like, you
whoa.
actually, like, but you're still sleeping.
She was sleeping.
Yeah.
And I was like,
talkers.
hey, like it's okay, like are you good? No, we gotta do this and no sé qué cuánto. And I was like, Marilyn, we're sleeping. And I was like, oh, maybe, you know,
yeah.
And I was like, it's okay, you know, you no manches, ya me quiero ir. Your mom, pick me up.
I don't know if it's like, it's not scary, like it's never, you know, it's never anything scary. Like I'm never like, no, you know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sorry, Odie.
But it's
like, pobrecito. Y yo que te
y eso que está sordo.
He's old. So Odie is Mari and Moy's dog.
He's an old man.
Yeah, he's an old man, so he's sitting on my lap. And
But no, it's just it's like a lucid dreaming.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like I know I'm sleeping, but then like I'm also, I don't know that I'm awake because there are times where like I'll get up and I'll be like like whatever I'm saying, and then I'll be like, what the fuck? Ya me duermo, you know, because like me doy cuenta que like estoy, you know, tengo que estar dormida, like estoy haciendo, you know, en la plática.
Yeah, that is so wild. I feel like I've never ever known, like, of course there's people that like talk when they sleep, right? Like
I was about to put the pillow over him.
Like there's some people that talk when they sleep, right? But like I have not encountered anyone that like gets up, like
me either. That's why I was so thrown off. I was like, I
don't like get up out of my bed and like start walking
just
around.
Sits up.
You just sit up.
I wonder if this is like a genetic thing because my brother's children, my niece and my nephews, they get up out of the bed and they start walking around the house.
Oh wow.
And so like when we went to Mexico, we were like, my brother and my room are upstairs and like they were all in their room and I'm in my room, and brother had to put a table to block the stairs para que los niños no bajaran. And I'm like, well, you could just lock your door. And he's like, no, but the kids have to use the bathroom.
We'll see.
So like in the middle of the night, if the babies needed to get up to go use the bathroom, they could, but then if they wanted to go downstairs, they couldn't. Because he put a table there to block the staircase.
That makes
like a
so
child's
much
gate.
sense. We've never had this conversation.
Yeah, like it just happened. I mean, we just went to Mexico, you know, in October, like with all the kids, and so like this happened. But I've known that the kids sleepwalk But I sleep talk and like I'll sit up and I'll be like.
But you know what it is? It's como se espanta or like and stuff. And I was like, ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
And sometimes like I remember one time like having a sleepover at my homegirl's house when she used to live in New York. And I like got up and we were like sharing the bed and I got up and I was like, get all the kids on the helicopter. We gotta go. And she's like, what kids? Like, it's okay. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, what kids? There ain't no kids here.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh
So last night,
God.
¿qué te decía?
Oh, because so then last night, and it's fast. Like the crazy thing is like, güey, le digo, okay, like good night, baby, love you. I love you too. Y todo, y nos acostamos y todo. And I feel like it's so fast. Like lo acabamos de decir y yo como apenas me estoy durmiendo. Y como se acerca y me abraza, like she turns over, me abraza. And then she starts saying like, oh, like we gotta do like this and no sé qué cuánto. And I was like, y yo ya como sabía, dije, sí, está bien, duérmete.
Yeah.
It's okay, duérmete. Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh,
And then I was in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you remember like that this happened or that you
No.
said that? No.
no.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
that is so, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amiga, do you talk
Do you
in your
sleep?
sleep?
Yeah, she's like, don't make me feel
down
like I'm the
below.
only one.
Or do you sleepwalk? Do you know somebody who does? I can't be the only one.
Help me.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure there are people that do that. Like, I've
Yeah.
watched Paranormal Activities.
No, pues tampoco. No.
And where does that come from? If anybody knows where that comes from, y por qué?
Yeah.
That's well, because see, I don't do that, but I'm also a very heavy sleeper. Like
Yeah.
I have slept
Same.
through earthquakes. I have slept through fire alarms. So when I was in school and like college, there I was living in the dorms, and these obviously like the fire alarms are just
They're very loud.
so loud,
Yeah.
and I slept through two of them. And so then my roommate at that time, she was like, girl, like we were all outside, like you didn't even hear that. And I was like, no, I didn't hear nothing, which is also kind of scary, but then at the same time I'm
It's
like,
dangerous.
But si me voy así, like I wouldn't mind, like, you know, dying in my sleep, at least if duermo. I'm doing something I love, I don't know, me muero así, like that's cool. Myself.
Doing something I love. You're
Sleeping.
hella funny.
You're hilarious.
Yeah.
No, I hear you though. I'm also a heavy sleeper, and I slept through a whole bunch of shit as well. But the one that sticks to me the most, I have a sister. We have quite the age gap. My youngest sister, who
Yeah.
just turned 15. Well, not just. One time when she must have been like 10, I was taking care of her and watching her, and I fell asleep in the living room while we were watching a movie, and she tried to wake me up. I don't know why. I think somebody was knocking at the door, and she couldn't wake me up at all, at all. And so then finally, my roommate came home, and she told her, Vane, like she's been asleep for a couple hours, and I can't wake her up. And like my roommate just literally went and held my nose like this. I was like,
Get
she's like, your little sister's been trying to wake you up for the past hour. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Oopsies.
So, oopsies. She's still alive, though.
Yeah, you're good though, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't. Amigas, if
Little
y'all
kids
know
are
where
so
that
dramatic.
comes from, like, let us know, because I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Deep sleep. I think it's probably all the like weed I smoked in the past or
Oh,
something
Lord.
just like
Yeah.
impacting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
¿Y yo qué?
Yo
Yo no.
qué?
No me aplica a mí, pero
Ni
bueno.
siquiera café ni nada, ni tomas café.
No.
Wow.
I know.
I know.
That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
I mean, and I also like sleep, but my favorite form of self-care is rest and relaxation. So I like to literally do nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like I just want to, you know, bed rock, couch rock, whatever you want to call it. I just want to watch TV, watch movies, watch shows, lo que sea, and just be, you know, echada en la cama, relax, you know.
Bien relax.
Bien relax. I mean, like, you know, it's great that Denise wants to, like, you know, if she's driving the distance to come visit me and she wants to take a nap as soon as she gets to the house, that's wonderful because I'm probably watching a movie at that moment. So
Literally,
you could take a nap and I'm finished watching my movie.
But the thing is that when I get to, so Marilyn is very big on like movies and stuff. I don't really
I
watch
love TV.
movies
I love
or
it so
TV or anything like that. But because if I watch it, it's like going in chiquito, you know, when you're just like, or like the dogs were like squirrel and they just get distracted by that. That's me, and I'll just stay there and I won't do anything and I'll binge watch a show or
Yeah.
like the movie, and I'm like, oh, I originally came because I wanted to take a nap, but now I have this and I can't stop looking at it.
Yeah.
And so it's really distracting for me, and that's why I don't do it.
I just love it. I think it's just, you know, you don't have to think about anything. Like, I'm not worried about like what's going on at work, in the life, in the house, in the relationships, and lo que sea. And I'm just watching, you know, the show, the movie, whatever it may be. And especially like during the holiday seasons, I love like the Hallmark Christmas movies. You know, like the super cheesy ones where it's like, you know the freaking storyline. It's always the same. It's, you know, the girl moves back to her small town from living in New York City, and she goes to the small town for Christmas to visit her family, and she falls in love with the baker, and then she moves there, and then it's just like this beautiful Christmas, like, you know, que the snow y que the ice skating y que no sé qué. And I'm just like, yes, I'm gonna eat it up, and I'm gonna watch every single movie that's exactly the same because I love it, and I eat that shit up. And then I'm romanticizing that, and I'm just like, oh, I want to go to a small town and you know, wherever, like, you know, Christmas Treeville in fucking, I don't know, you know, like something like that.
Not to find love, because she already has that.
I
But
take me and my man go to Christmas Tree Land and fucking,
Christmas
you know,
Tree Land.
have this like cottage little weekend and whatever. I mean, I haven't done it, but I will soon, hopefully. But I just love that. I just love the movies and the shows. And I don't know, I guess like desde niña yo veía muchas novelas, and I think that's where a lot of my personality comes from, is like the novelas.
¿Qué?
Yeah.
Hasta se nota en su when she sleeps. That is okay. That is a very, like, I don't know if that's like a Mexican thing or a Latino thing, or I don't know. Like, y'all let us know, but the fact that all like the Mexicans that I know are just like and then you're like, this espantas, you get scared, and you're just like, what? Oh no, I just forgot this. Like, oh no, never mind. It's just like, what?
Todo tiene un emphasis, like,
Yes.
the drama.
Yes, everything is
I
so
feel
dramatic.
like the gasp, it's very much in Spanish, like it's a Spanish gasp. It's not like
gasps in
you know,
Spanish.
Yeah, like if you're hanging out with your like non-Hispanic friends and they gasp, it's not gonna be like, you know, it's different.
I don't even. I'm like,
Moy, come over here and gasp.
I feel like whenever I tell something to Moy, my wife is Asian.
Yeah,
When I say something to Moy, she's just like,
yeah, or it's more of like a. You know, and that, but it is not,
you know,
it's not
reasonable.
it's not like the Spanish.
It's just a little excessive.
Es que Televisa está viendo, you know.
Yeah,
right. Oh man,
entonces, si me quieren contratar para La Rosa de Guadalupe,
dude, that was always my dream, was to be una actriz en Televisa. Yeah, and I would just like be like, Juan Osorio, like, contráteme para una novela. Like, ya estoy bien vieja y todo lo que
claro que
quieras.
no.
But man,
Listen, okay, la neta, this whole episode is about
say that.
self-care, right? And all of this. I think that one of the things that we as millennials have been doing is exactly that, like really emphasizing it, and it shows.
Yes.
I was watching a show with Moy of like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And the people that are supposed to be are younger than me. I'm 37, so you guys' age basically.
Dios mío.
Dios mío. Like, parecían más viejos. Like, and then there was someone that's supposed to be 55. Like, parecía like que se iba a morir.
I'm like, whoa, why do people look like 20 times older 20 years ago?
Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
But
I think we look great. Yeah,
I think you look great. I think.
Thank you, Lord.
Right,
I mean, I will definitely, embrace the wrinkles and the white hair when it comes. God willing that we live to be old ladies, you know, like
our last episode.
Like our last episode. But
even in our last episode, nos veíamos bien guapas.
We were some baddie abuelitas.
We're gonna be some baddie abuelitas.
We sure are.
And like same thing about the wrinkles, and like I'm like, you know, it's okay. I feel like we've been doing good, and I'm excited to see, because it's almost like when we were little, going into teenage phase, going into adulthood, we're going into that next stage in life, right? And me too. I'm super excited, like hoping that it ages gracefully. What I'm really afraid of is my body already hurts so
I know.
much. Is it going to get worse?
It is.
A mí me duele la rodilla.
Güey, si ya la rodilla me la abrieron.
Yeah.
No.
No, y deja de eso. O sea, todavía none of us here have like, you know, biological children or children, you know, other than like the
My pet.
four-legged children. But, you know, with childbearing, I'm just
Yeah.
like, dang, my sciatica. Like, what am I gonna do? It's gonna hurt.
What sciatica?
Yeah. So I'm
Te
just
vas a
like,
abrir.
man. But, you know,
Children, dude, they suck the life out of you.
do.
I don't have
Literally,
any.
todo el colágeno.
Todo.
Bye.
Toda la energía.
Mi mami me
Toda la
dice.
vida.
Mi mami me dice.
I'm just kidding.
Alright, okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, we gotta
Before
get
we
back.
move on to the next segment,
Yes.
because we were talking about we love to sit down, slow down, and watch a good TV show. What is a TV show that you guys are watching right now? Like, if we were to turn on your TV, what would pop up?
Oh, I don't have one, but
For me, it's we're in the holiday season currently. By the time that this airs, it won't be the holiday season anymore. But mine are all of like, because you watched like this crime movie, like all of these other crime movies are gonna come up, and I'm gonna watch all of them. And if we're talking about a show, more recently, my boo and I have been watching Love on the Spectrum. And
good.
it's so good.
I
It's
love
so
it so
good.
much.
But like those are one of the ones right now. What about you?
Geez, what about me? I'm
And
trying
you?
to think.
And you?
One of the things that Moy and I like to watch are like scary. Well, Halloween just passed.
Like
so-
the Wednesdays?
Well, no, that's not
That's
scary.
not-
I don't think.
That's scary.
That's like
Ahí salen zombies.
Have you seen like the Haunting of Bly Manor?
I know.
Or,
We already talked about this. I don't watch it enough.
Oh yeah, you don't watch
Yeah.
any of that stuff. So, yeah, those kinds of shows.
I
like,
never
we
seen
have it
that.
on rerun. But I think the one show or one movie that we've been watching a lot lately, and I don't know if the world will resonate with this, it's the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. Have you guys?
Is it like anime?
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going up, up,
I don't like
up,
anime, but my boo's all over the anime.
Oh my
I love
gosh,
anime,
Moy
yeah.
has been watching that movie nonstop, and the music to the movie is so catchy.
Yeah.
I cannot stop like singing it.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix
Okay.
if you guys want to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amiga, watching, drop your favorite show
Show,
or movie
movie.
in the comment section.
Yes, please. Give me some recommendations porque yo no veo nada.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I don't know what to look for.
Excellent.
I like action. I like thrillers. I like
documentaries.
documentaries.
Love
I like
documentaries.
things that make me think and be like, yeah. Like that. Very dramatic.
Okay.
El drama.
Me
Yeah.
encanta el drama.
Yeah,
Am
so-
I the drama?
Right? I know.
Is it me?
It's
Yeah.
It's me.
Okay, so next segment.
The other thing, I think just like us having this time too, as another form of self-care, I do enjoy like being by myself, taking care of me, like the sleeping, the being at home and just like rotting away, like limpiando la casa a little bit, just like for me and my space. But something that I really, really enjoy is just like the quality time with people and just like re-energizing. I like that if I could just go over to your house, we can watch a movie, like how you're literally doing what you like to do, and then I could just be part of that. That makes me really happy. We could just do like nothing. We don't have to say anything, but that's just how like at peace I feel with you and how comfortable, and it just like fills my heart up with joy through the quality time. So I love that. My people are my peace.
Quality time. People are important for sure. So
Yeah, definitely.
Let's do nothing together.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite. It's like when you have those friends that like you don't have to constantly be entertaining them, and we can just literally do nothing, and it's fine, you know. Or nos ponemos a platicar ahí nomás, like wearing our bonnets, or just you know,
right
just
now.
doing nothing, or lo que sea. Like I love that. That's the best. And for me, another form of self-care is like physical self-care. So like you know, getting my nails done and my little mani and then my little petting. I'm gonna show the dogs.
Oh,
She's gonna show her dogs. Those are her toes, by the way.
These are my toes.
She's showing her toes.
Oh,
Stop. She's gonna
Don't take pictures of it for the feet finder. I don't sell pictures of my feet. I tried and it didn't work. But okay. And they're real cute right now. So.
That's so funny. I love how Marilyn's showing and I'm just like, uy, yo cuando fue la
But your
última
nails
vez.
are fabulous
Cuando
though.
fue la última vez que yo me pinté las uñas.
Yeah, no, I love to have like my pedicure and my manicure is like done like as often as possible. Like I don't have like long acrylic nails all the time, but like a gel mani, a gel pedi I love to have, and like having like my eyebrows done and cleaned up. Like I recently grew them out. I used to like have them really thinned out like ever since like my quinceañera when I first waxed them, and then I continued to wax them on, and then I moved to threading, and they just like thinned them out so much que últimamente de abril para acá I started to grow them out, and now I'm a thick brow girly because naturally I'm a thick brow girly, and now like I just like, you know, get them waxed again, and you know, she does like the mapping and all that, and I love it. It just makes me feel so like
Shout out to her.
shout out to
Like
her.
every millennial, I also over threaded my.
Yeah.
So these are fake.
They're painted on.
Yeah, no, these are
Yo
real.
también aquí me falta como a little patch that I was have to like.
Yeah, no,
same.
these brows, these are my brows for show.
My sisters have really beautiful eyebrows. And then last time I saw my 15-year-old sister, I went to the house and I was like, what did you do to your eyebrows? Apparently, thin eyebrows
Are back in?
Back in.
No!
No.
Grito dramático!
Híjole.
They're back in. They weren't thin like how we had, like the Gwen Stefani thin, like they weren't like that thin, but they were still like, they were nicely shaped but thin.
No.
And I was like, why?
Yeah. I mean, I have like I'm a unibrow girly. Like I got one eyebrow, one real big, thick eyebrow, but I like to have them nice and cleaned and shaped and all
She's
of that.
an FK.
Yeah. She's an FK.
Yeah.
We know.
And I also like to put on my under eye patches.
We're gonna put some
Yes.
under eye patches.
We love these. I love these for a little refresh, reset. I have so many of these.
This is so fun. See, like, I think this is so nice.
Yeah.
This is like the quality time, and then you also get to incorporate our little skin.
You got a little
Yeah.
mirror.
Yeah, and it's just fun, and it's cute.
We hella cute.
These girls.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I have a wedding, so I-
just like taking care of myself physically and like in my appearance, it makes me feel good. You know, when I
do this. Which side
como
is
tú
it?
quieras.
Pero
Como
¿cómo
un
es
símbolo
el-
de Nike.
That one goes that way. Yeah. And I use these for everything. Like I travel with these. Like whenever I'm traveling, I always have one in like my purse. Sorry if it's so loud. Like this. A little ASMR.
Marty isn't doing hers.
Yeah, I have a wedding, so I.
Yes.
She's getting married. No, I'm
I
just
am
kidding.
getting married.
She's the one that's marrying.
Yeah.
She's officiating.
Yeah,
She's
I'm the
officiant.
officiant.
I was
yeah.
like, she's married.
I marry people.
Mari is a
for
wedding
living.
officiant. If you need
to get married,
yes.
then hit her up because she'll do that.
And right now, if you're a queer couple and you need an officiant, I'm a queer officiant.
Hey.
Yes,
So if you
Yes.
need to get married ASAP because you never know when the law's gonna change.
Yes,
call me.
exactly.
Ring ring.
Exactly.
Egg.
Get
Exactly.
cute, get cute.
No me hagan reír.
I know, I love this. But yeah, so these are just some ways, you know, to just disconnect,
That we like
spend
to do.
time on yourself. Like I just like to keep myself put together, and it just makes me feel good. It's not for anybody else, you know. It just
Yeah, when you look
Yeah.
good and you're like,
when you look
when
good,
you
feel
do the
good.
double take, you're like, dang, is
Yeah.
that me? I look
Yeah.
good. Then you
Oh,
just
yeah.
naturally feel good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think the other thing that I like also, well, I don't know, I love being active. And I think the three of us are just really good at that. We're super connected when it comes to like physical activity. Ahora, you know, because we're runners and all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's our next segment is
Moving our
moving
bodies.
our bodies and exercise and movement. is another form of self-care for each of us that I think we have in common. You know, you like more of a, you know, taking your sleep very serious. I like taking my lounge time very serious. You like to spend time with your people. I like to, you know, spend time doing my nails and like things like this. That's not necessarily just face masks and stuff, but like keeping myself clean and put together. And then what we share, I think all three of us share, is physical activity as part of self-care.
I love this book.
Yeah.
I can see it in my shoulders.
No, I'm just kidding. Se la venita del cuello.
No te vayas a salir un aneurysm, algo que-
I know.
No, but yes, I'm gonna agree with you in regards to the physical fitness, and I think that when I first met you, Marilyn, and I think we talked about this in the first episode, that you weren't super physical, and so I'm really like appreciating your sporty girl era.
I know.
Sporty spice era.
I know.
Which is great. And then to see you like freaking whip out like marathons and shit, like ¿quién eres? Like,
Well, half marathon.
Yeah, we did a half marathon.
And then, you know, I feel like Denise has always been active, and we shared like
Yeah.
with the soccer situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's always just great. I'm still trying to convince them to come to a class with me.
Yes,
So
Mari
trying
is
to
a
convince
trainer.
them.
Yes, she is.
Mari's a CrossFit trainer.
Oh, not CrossFit. That's
Oh.
actually trademarked, but close to CrossFit. So more
Okay.
like strength-based training. So
Mari is a strength-based trainer. So if you
So,
want a strength-based
come and
train.
get some muscle, especially us women as we age.
You looking
The
for
way
the I don't know where you put it.
Oh, I have it.
You have the never.
Yes.
I'm like, as women, we definitely need to build strength as we
Yeah.
get older.
Yes.
Make sure that
Yes.
our muscles are protecting
Yeah.
our bones that are losing calcium all the
Mhm.
time. So
And I think that's where a lot of with aging came my sort of urgency to be a lot more physically active, like intentionally physically active, to like, you know, prepare myself for, you know, having like growing a family. And, you know, if I'm just weak and don't work out, like that's not going to help me during, you know, pregnancy when that time comes, God willing. And so I want to do as much as I can for my body to you know, prepare for that. So that's why I've been, you know, I've started running. I've always hiked. I've always walked. I've always done some sort of like yoga. Now I do a lot more Pilates. That's why I got my Pilates socks. And I really love reformer Pilates. And I originally started with Pilates in a group setting, and one of the instructors there, she was so wonderful. And so when she left that studio, she opened up her own studio. Eunoia Collective in Brentwood. Look it up and sign up. And she's just so awesome. And so I followed her there, and that's where I have my membership for Pilates, and I love it so much. And it's, you know, like I've done gyms, and gyms are good and fun if I'm with someone.
Yeah.
Like I always, if I'm with a friend, if I'm with a trainer, then it works for me. But like me going by myself, like it's not as productive as I would like for a gym to be. So I've had like not memberships, but like I've taken classes for kickboxing, bar classes, like those type of classes where somebody's telling me like what to do. I love doing that. And so just like switching up the type of exercise that I do is something that, you know, is just really important.
Yeah. I like that. I've just like Mari, you know, we've shared like soccer. I've done swimming since I was really little, so I love swimming.
Pisces.
I'm a
Pisces. Pisces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love anything in the water.
Yeah.
I have my black belt, so I did karate when I was
You better
little.
watch out.
Kick your
Yeah,
ass.
I kick your ass. Nah. Don't test me. Nah, chiquita pero picosa, But don't make me laugh. Se me arrugan
Los ojitos.
las cositas estas. But I started running. I like anything that like really like pushes me out of like my comfort zone, and to see like how far like I can go and like push my body. So I love doing that. I enjoy going to the gym. I am more of just like, I like to lift weights. I'm not like the super like ones that are on Instagram, you know, and just like deadlifting like these like estas pesas y todo. It's just like, nah, like I do like my own like little things. So I definitely like it, just pop in my headphones, do what I gotta do. It also helped for like running and like training, because when I first started like training for the half marathon, which, you know, by the way, I'm like, well, how did it go? It was pretty good, you know. This? Yeah, we completed like our little half marathon, you know.
This is the Golden Gate half marathon.
I sleep with it now. I shower with it. No, I'm just kidding. I take it with me everywhere. So we're just really proud of it.
Yeah.
But
it was hard.
It was very hard. I would do another half marathon. I even started thinking about like maybe a marathon. But again, that's just me going into like, but what if? But I could like maybe. But that's just more my own personal thing.
Yeah.
But when I started training for like the half marathon, what helped it was just the strength training and building like those individual like muscles. Because when I first started, my knee hurt. And remember, I told you, I was like, dude, like I ran, I don't know, eran como 7 miles. Y ya me estaba doliendo la rodilla. Y dije, ay, ¿cómo le voy a hacer para 13 millas? No voy a poder hacer eso. So then I started really like going to the gym and just switching it up. And then that's what helped me go faster, and my knee stopped hurting after. So I think it only hurt.
Like you have to do strength training if you're going to be running long distances.
Yeah.
And strength training honestly is for everything. That's what I think that's what keeps the foundation good for you to do everything else.
Your skeletal muscle.
Exactly.
Biology, I did learn something. Saque 10. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, seriously, I think one of the most underrated workouts is like resistance training. So like with a resistance band, like even just like small movements, like for like your wrist, say you have carpal tunnel, grab a resistance band and like do this a couple times throughout the day and watch how like the pain starts to ease. And then the more you focus on it, it's like, wow, okay. It's just like doing these little tweaks for your body, listening to your body really.
Yeah.
Donde te duele? How can I fix this? How can I target that? And with the way the healthcare system is going, the best way you can do is to listen to your body right now. So.
Of course.
Yeah, before your body, you know, forces you to take action, you know, we have to do preventative stuff
Exactly.
to take care of it. Yeah.
No, but physical self-care, I think that a good workout and then a good meditation session afterwards, like I think that just like keeps you grounded.
Yeah, because that's also like your physical, like mentalmente, and I like what you said, like a good meditation will always help you like be present, and that's like the most important thing about like the self-care. Like the whole point, I think, really is for you to like just be present and to remember and be grounded. So like grounding exercises are huge. To like really like feel your feet on the ground, to like shake it off and just like talk to yourself, even though you may look a little crazy in front of people, you know, if you're talking to yourself out loud, but you're just trying to remind yourself that you are present, like, you know, when you shake, when you tap, like all of these forms of just like therapy and grounding exercises are just so important. And who cares what you look like, as long as it's helping you, es todo lo que importa.
And definitely, for one thing that I've started to do more recently with the workouts is incorporating my rosary in the workout. So whether it's a walk, a short run, I wouldn't do it on the long runs, or a hike, like bringing my rosary. I'm like sitting there talking to myself, like going through this thing. And it's like, you know, people might look at you like that, but that's another form of meditating. So I want to be more intentional with my workouts, and in those moments that I'm able to be physical and be physically active, you know, praying my rosary and offering my movement for my intentions and for the people that I love around me that are not able to do what I'm doing in that moment. offering it for that, and then that also like it keeps me praying my rosary, which is something that I would like to be doing on a daily basis, but I unfortunately don't. But like even during the half marathon, like I was very much thinking about the people in my life that are sick, that are unwell, that are not able to do this, and I was offering all of my pain, all of my soreness, all of the joy, all of the excitement, all of the, fatigue that I was feeling. I was just offering it to Jesus and turning that into a form of worship. And I think that that's going to help me be a little bit more present with my workouts is, because you can do anything, that you offer to God. It can be done in a form of worship, and I want to do that and be intentional with my workout. So I've started to, walk and hike with my rosary, and it's if my hike is an hour long, or if my run is a 30-minute, 40-minute run, it only takes me 15 minutes for the rosary. Yeah. So it's quick, and I just have it, and then I pray it, and then I offer my intentions, and I meditate on the mysteries, and that's, it's for my soul, it's for my mind, and it's for my physical well-being. So I'm just like, oh yes, this is good. I got to start doing that more, because then it's a way to do it, because then it's like I get home and I'm like, okay, I'll just pray when I get home, and then I don't. Yeah. So like bringing it with me and doing it while I'm moving.
I think one of the things that people should be open about out there is the fact that like religion is a form of meditation, and I really feel that prayer, the action of prayer, and all, like that's manifestation. That is putting it out there. That's energy. And like you can take the religion away from it, and at the end of the day, it's still that grounding, right? So
because you're still praying, you're still like saying your intentions out loud. You're still offering.
You're still showing gratitude.
Yeah, mine was similar. When I was running, I wasn't, like my form of it was just like I want to like dedicate this like run to like to all the people that like I love, because it was also Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
So then my mom and I, because my mom did the race with me, which was also very beautiful, and I was like, like to be able to share that with my mom is just such a blessing. And I was like, that made me kind of emotional.
I know.
I can hear it.
Now I'm gonna cry. Like, and you're blessed to have a mom that's able-bodied in that way.
Yeah.
Like, my old mommy, she can't run. No, she could barely. I mean, she walks every day, but she could never. Now she could not run a marathon. So for you to have a mom that can do that is really lovely.
Same. My mom.
But so we were talking about it, and she was like, I want to dedicate this to like her dad and like her abuelita and like everyone that has like passed away and stuff, and then and us being able to like share that. I thought that was just really beautiful. And so like those were like our intentions, like dedicating it to somebody, and like thinking about all of the people that can't do that, and like how much of a privilege it is, and just reminding ourselves like that. So then I also was thinking and just like forgiving myself for like all of the times that I've been like hard on myself, or like that I thought I wasn't going to be able to like accomplish something. So things like that are like forms of like prayer, forms of just like the manifestation and stuff, and just being connected with yourself, and like forms of meditation. Yeah.
And you're so intentional with your runs too, like your gratitude runs, like when you were training, and like each mile you were grateful for XYZ, whatever it is, like those are that's such an important practice, is to practice gratitude. And especially while you're like moving your body in a way that
my asthmatic dog,
popcorn legs,
asthmatic dog. She's like way over there in the other room. I was like I could pass
on you guys.
Oh, Bam Bam.
Bam Bam and a
but
popcorn.
Just so important. Like we're running for Bam Bam. She can no longer run. Look at her. Oh, Bam Bam.
Her little lungs.
All right. As we wrap up this section, I really want to get more. So now that we're looking at the spiritual side of it, I really want to hear more about your physical aspect of your half marathon. Most importantly, my question for me is, did y'all need a poop?
No.
Y'all didn't poop?
I pooped in the morning. No, see, okay. I think what helped, because I thought about that, I was like, wait, se me cago.
Because I did a half marathon, I had to poop. And
a half marathon, right?
Yeah, and I pooped, I think it was maybe like mile 8. And then the next mile was like uphill, but I had like stopped running, and so my legs were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And then I had to go uphill, and I was like, ah!
Yeah.
So I'm
Leave me
wondering, did you
here.
guys need to poop?
No.
No.
Yeah, these
I
things-
pooped in the morning.
Yeah, and I think because I think the preparation también, I started noticing like I have to wake up like an hour before. So I started hydrating with electrolytes like the day before, and then I'll just also load up on like carbs. Right, so me chingo mis tacos. Yeah,
Yeah.
And then maybe I don't do it like the healthiest way, but whatever. So then it goes like the carbs, that like I'm being healthy and having regular bowel movements. And then en la mañana me despierto súper temprano, and then me doy como esa hora para poder hacer del baño.
Yeah.
And then I'm still drinking like the electrolytes. But it just helps going before and waking up like an hour before, so then I can actually like dejar todo.
I still do that, and I don't know if it's because I get nervous, and then I gotta shit again, and I'm like, no, me aguanto.
No,
And
wait,
then
no te aguantas.
No, me aguanto. No.
I know, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I definitely did not. I pooped before leaving the house, and then it was like a 50-minute drive to San Francisco, and then I peed right before the race. So like I used the bathroom
So you guys
there.
didn't pee or poop?
I didn't pee or poop during the run,
That
but
is
I
so
was
impressive.
passing a lot of gas because I was on my cycle. It was like day one.
Oh, yeah.
It was like day one of my period, so I was like gassy because you feel like you have to poo when you're on your period because all this inflammation, but I didn't actually like stop to pee or poo during the race.
That is brave, dude. Wow. And you were day one of your period?
Yeah, fortunately I didn't have cramping. The cramping of like the menstrual cramps was the day after. But like there was fatigue and like my back hurt, like a lot, like my sciatica was on fire, and then everything else was just like super cramping. Like even my jaw, it was crazy. I was like, why is my jaw like tense? Because I was like,
should have wore a retainer.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that is so impressive. Like, I feel like every person I've ever ran a half marathon with, one of the things that we bond over is the fact that we have to take a shit or something.
Yeah, and there was so many people that were like holding up signs that were like, "Don't shit yourself," or like, don't throw up. And no, I didn't feel nauseous.
I felt nauseous twice.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that was like a fear. That I've already thrown up on a plane before, so I had food poisoning. So I was like, you know what? That's a different story. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But I started. I think it was like what mile was it when we started? Like when we got on the bridge.
Well, mile 6 and mile 9 were both on the bridge.
So mile 6, right? Once I got on the bridge, yo dije,
Yeah.
What? Quiero vomitar. Y si me vomito, y yo no, concéntrate, todo es mental, Denise, tú puedes.
Yeah.
And so then I just focused again on like my breathing, and I was like, no. And then I did my video, I was like, oh no, what a privilege to be here, what an honor. Like, todo eso, so I focused more on like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it was because then it was the uphills. That was the last part of it being uphill, right? So I think era tanto the incline que ya como me afectaba el estómago y me dio como mucha náusea. And then the last 2 miles were horrible. So then I actually thought of you. Horrible.
Yeah.
And then well, shout out to Eugenio de Mesa. But yeah, and then I thought of you because then you were just saying like, oh, you think like 13 miles, and then you get to the last like point one, and that's like the worst thing. The last 2 miles, I quería parar. I was like, what? Why? Why am I even here? I couldn't even think about, because normally on my runs, just like Marilyn was saying, I do try to do like a lot of gratitude and focus on like the things, and I'm very like strong, like willed and minded, where I'm just like, no, todo es mental. No, wait, no, es mental. Shut up,
It's very physical, and it hurts.
And it hurt, and I just felt nauseous, and I just wanted to stop, and I was just so tired. And then then seeing my friends and like my family, and that's like what pushed me. They're like, vamos, puedes. And I was like, oh, okay, ya voy a terminar. Y cuando terminé, güey, like siento que mis piernas se fueron como en shock, because I was like, I need to sit down. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
no puedo, me sentía como
Yeah.
Bambi, güey, like, no, o sea, like, you know, ya pobrecita ni puede
Yeah.
caminar, así
Little
me
baby
sentía,
horse.
yeah,
But
and I
you
was like,
also didn't stop
at all, I
for
did
a
not.
walk the entire 13.1, and I
No.
did. I took my breaks.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I was like, there's no way, like, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna like hurt myself or exhaust myself. And so, first of all, the Golden Gate half marathon starts on an incline.
Oh yeah, I saw that video of you.
That was diabolical. That the fact that like the first,
Yeah.
like it's just like it's uphill. Not the whole mile, but the first half of it is uphill. And I was like, this is not okay.
This
Like,
is not what I trained for.
I was like, fuck this. And so starting off, I was like, ah! And so, we get through that. And then, mile 2 is flat. And then once we get to mile 3 to like 5.5, it was
Yeah.
straight uphill. I was like, where is the turn? Where is the turn? I'm about to turn around and run with these people. And like I was just trying so hard, and I was just like the whole time I just had Jesus on my tongue, and I was just like, thank you Jesus for this opportunity, for this body, for these legs, and I was just like, why am I not why am I not so fast? Like all these people are passing me, and then I would be like, no, like comparison is the thief of joy. Like this is my run, this is my race,
Yeah.
this is for this intention and for that intention and for this person and for that person, I can't do it. And thank you, just so like is what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And then finally, like once we started going downhill and then to go back up to get onto the bridge, it was hard. And then we get onto the bridge, and here in the Bay Area, the fog that comes through that covers all of the Golden Gate Bridge and everything else in San Francisco has a name, and his name is Carl.
So
with
Carl
a K.
was there.
So Carl was there the
Carl
entire
with the K
time.
was there.
Yeah, and the fog creates mist, so it was misty and it was
Yeah.
slippery on the bridge. Like there were these
Yeah,
like
había gente que se caía.
yeah, like there
Yeah.
were
there's the
there were
metal
there were
rocks.
like plates. There was like
that's
plates of like on the floor that like
That
they're
connect
like
the bridge.
access points.
Yeah.
No, not even those. It was like
Oh.
access points to like
Get on the bottom of the bridge.
to get on the
probably
bottom of the
to-
bridge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm,
So it's like they're removable like plates, and they are super slippery. So I would like go around those, and I was like weaving
Me
through
too.
those, and it's just like
Porque
I was.
una de esas, o sea, pisas y te
Yeah,
resbalas.
yeah,
Se
because
las
it's
hace.
super misty. Like, haz de cuenta que está lloviendo, and it's
Yeah.
like tú estás mojada, and
not in a good way.
and
Yeah.
so
Ya no sabía si era
I'm just
sudar contra, like
Yeah.
also with Carl, the fog. it was
yeah, and I was just like, Lord, show me the
Yeah.
sun. Lord, show me the sun. I want to see the sun, and the sun was not on the bridge at all.
No, it was
like I could
after.
see him when I went through mile 9. I could see the sun behind the clouds, and I was like, I see you, Solecito, but you're not shining on me on this bridge, And so
you
then
want your own,
yeah.
girl.
yeah, and so then coming back on mile 9 and then seeing mile 10, I was like, okay, like we're almost there. And then we passed mile 11, and it was just like I was running very slow. Like I was running very slow, and
Same.
it just hurt. It was like from my jaw to my forearms were cramping. Like I was having to go like
That's the day
this.
of like during the race.
Yes,
Yeah.
during the race, like at mile 9, I was like doing this because like this was all cramped.
Oh, yeah.
And like my low back and my sciatica were on fire. So
Oh
at
my
that point, I
God.
was like, if I stop to walk, it's gonna flare it up even more. So I need to keep moving. And then like
Look at Bebe,
like
just
my
watching
quads. I know she's
like, oh,
Yeah.
suena duro, suena muy duro.
my quads and like my shins, and then
Cuéntame más.
this top part of my ankle was so sore and like cramped.
Did you get blisters?
I got no blisters.
I got blisters.
Praise be to God, I got no blisters. My socks and
No
my
nipple
shoes and
chafing?
my no chafing.
No chafing. No nipple
No
chafing.
nipple chafing and no blisters on my feet. Like my socks are really good socks, and I have my insoles and my running shoes that I train in. I have 2 pairs of running shoes that I train in all the time, and I always wear my running socks. Jogology, sponsor us Jogology.
Jogology.
Yeah.
It's Jogology, the best running socks. I've ordered a different pair from Amazon, and they're just not the same, but Jogology are really, really good running socks. And then I have like my Dr. Scholl's insoles, and then the shoe, like the running shoe. I use, New Balances are good for my feet, and Nikes are good for my feet. But I got no blisters, but I was just in so much pain. And, like ja by the point, I'm not going to share my man's business because it's not my business to share, but We passed mile 12, and then to get to mile 13, it was another incline. And then passing mile 13 for the point 1, it was all downhill. And so then I just tried to finish that as fast as I could, but it just hurt the whole fucking time. I was like, I'm not enjoying this. This is not fun.
Aww.
I enjoyed for sure the first 2.5 miles, and then we got into the heavy inclines.
Yeah, the inclines were crazy.
Yeah, they were crazy. I mean, this is San Francisco. This is the Golden Gate Half. Mind you, we're going from sea level to bridge level, and it was insane. It was crazy, but
and we do it again.
So tell me about the day after the race.
I mean, I was fine. I went to Pilates the day after.
Wow.
The day of, I was
Props to you.
I was not well. The day of, I was just
What, but okay. Because we got to see each other towards the end because
I got there a little bit later.
Yeah.
So Denise was already at the start line with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't get to start together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was with my boo, and he and I were together the entire race, and he was so supportive the whole time. But we saw each other briefly at the end.
Yeah, and then she went back with her boo. But when just that day again, terminé y sentía como que no podía. So then my cousin, I was gonna say his name. Se me olvidó que estamos grabando.
Yeah.
So my cousin came and he was like, okay, let me help you grab your things and stuff, because after you finish the race, they greet you with food, all kinds of stuff, snacks,
hydration,
yeah,
your
exactly,
medal,
the bananas, the medal, y todo eso. And then le decía, es que me duelen las piernas, I need to sit down. Era como una desesperación, because I was like, me duele.
Mm-hmm.
It just aches so much. And I was also running really slow the last 2 miles. I felt regardless proud of myself because I never stopped, which was one of my goals. And then I wanted to do it under 3 hours, which I did it in 2 hours and 22
That's
minutes.
insane. Yeah.
So I was in what is that? That's 10 minutes and
That's
40.
Yeah. Under 11-minute mile.
Under 11-minute mile. So I was like, whoa.
That's insane.
Lo hice.
Yeah.
But at that point, it was just my legs were just in shock. And I was actually really surprised of how fast actually my miles were, because they were consistent. Mile 8 también was 10 minutes and 20 seconds, and then 10 minutes y todo. So I was like, that's the fastest, and I think it was because of the people around me. So when I run by myself, normally I'm a little slower.
Yeah.
Just motivated by others.
Yeah, motivated by others. I love that.
Same.
And so that's what pushed me. But then I was like, I can't even walk anymore. I can't stand. Yeah. So then he was like, no, you have to stretch and do this and come y toma, you okay, doing this, doing that. And then after, we went to go have breakfast and stuff. But when I got home, eran como que las 5 de la tarde. And at that point I was like, well, I'm going to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep. I'm just going to sleep it off because I got work tomorrow morning and I go in person to my job.
Yeah.
So I tossed and turned for 3 hours because of how much it was.
Did you not take any Tylenol?
I didn't have no Tylenol.
Oh no! As soon as we got home, I took Tylenol. Yeah, we ate. I took Tylenol and we napped. Yeah.
Tylenol, the autism.
Oh yeah. It's a good thing I'm not pregnant. I know.
But yeah, that was so hard to do, because then I would just I couldn't really rest, and you know me and my self-care, I love my sleep, and I couldn't really sleep, so that was really frustrating. Yeah. So then even then from 5 p.m. trying to go to sleep, and then waking up at 6 in the morning, but in that time I didn't feel I actually rested because of how much my body hurt. So that was just the frustrating part.
Next time, if you don't have any Advil, or do you have a bathtub or is it a shower?
A bathtub.
Okay, yeah. I feel studios have a nice little bathtubs.
Yeah.
Do that. Fill it with cold water. Si tienes a little bit of ice cubes in your freezer.
Or the cold plunge.
Yeah, and then just dip yourself in there for 20 minutes, 15 minutes to watch. It's gonna. I know it seems kind of crazy, but
I've done cold plunges before. But then that's why I'm like,
But then it's like, if you don't have a lot of ice, like it doesn't really
Me
do
so
that
school.
effect. Yeah, like a couple of ice cubes to make it kind of cold and sit in that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it'll help your
Yeah,
muscles.
no.
Yeah, no, I know that's really good for you.
No, getting home, we definitely had food, a lot of hydration. I was very thirsty because I didn't want to drink so much during the race because I didn't want to have to pee.
Yeah.
So I had my water bottle of electrolytes, and then the race had water and Gatorade. So I would stop and I would get like 2 cups of water, and I'd be like, and throw the throw the cup.
One more time.
I said his name. Lucky guy.
I couldn't even run.
You got it now.
I got it.
now.
So she said my boo's a lucky guy. No, but like I was hydrating during the race with the water that they were providing, and then by the time I was like gonna
Did you
finish,
run while you were drinking?
yeah, I mean I would slow down and like because you just pinch the lid and then it like gives it goes straight into your mouth.
That shit goes right through me, man. Water, all that.
No, I mean me too. Like yo soy bien miona.
Yo también. Oh,
But I was like not, like the night before I had hydrated a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was like actually getting up to go to the bathroom a lot. So like I rested, and then it was also daylight saving. So we did get an hour extra of sleep. Praise be to God.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever been happy with daylight savings. But
right now I'm not too happy.
yeah. But then afterwards, getting home, like we hydrated a ton, ate a ton, and took Tylenol. Like I don't care what anybody says. I'm a pill popper. If anything hurts, I am going to take acetaminophen.
That sounds bad.
No, I mean when for pain.
Legal pills.
Acetaminophen. Yes, I will take ibuprofen. I will take acetaminophen. I will take anything to help the pain. And then I also rubbed my entire body with Vaporub. And yes, girl. Te digo, es que a lot of this I
Es que vivo sola.
I experienced when I did La Ruta del Peregrino, when I walked for 2 days to go see the Virgen, and I walked 50 miles. I was so sore, my body ached. Yeah, you see, I got, me rocé a little bit, there was a lot of friction on my feet, even though I had my running socks.
I saw the videos of the terrain.
But I mean, dude, it's 50 miles in that terrain, that was insane. And so then when I got back home, in Mexico from that race, thank you, baby, from that walk, that pilgrimage, I rubbed my whole body down in Vaporub, and I took my Tylenols, and I felt good and just hydrated.
Why didn't I think about that?
Yeah, girl. I hate pain. I hate pain. I'm gonna get rid of it. And so then the next morning, I was very sore, and I had intentionally signed up for a Pilates class Monday evening because I just needed to stretch my body and just move those little muscles that you don't ever think about. That Pilates makes me stretch and work out and engage. And it was really good to do that. And then the rest of the week, I only ran. I this past week I've only run on Friday, and then the other days I just did walks and or my little hikes.
Man, you guys, that is pretty amazing and really impressive. And I can't believe you guys finished that half marathon.
I know.
And I'm super impressed that you guys didn't use the bathroom at all.
No diapers, no nothing.
No diapers, no nothing, no chafing, no nothing. That's awesome. I mean, other than the fact that your body started hurting at the end, I bet you if your body hadn't hurt as bad those last 2 miles, you probably would have finished the race a little bit faster.
Yeah,
because I bet your slowest time was probably those 2 last
miles. I was
For me, same.
I was dragging my feet almost.
So yeah, but super impressive over how you guys kept going and didn't stop, and here you are with your medals.
My time, my goal was under 3 hours.
I'm my medal is behind you guys. Not the same one, but a different.
My goal number 1 was to finish, which I did. And my goal number 2 was to finish under 3 hours, but I finished in 3:15. 3 hours and 15. I mean, that's a long fucking time to be running.
Sí, pero yo también, no les pasa que for the running, even if I run for too long, like I chafe like underneath, like right here.
It's because
It's
Denise
got a
is
big old
mad caking, and so like the crease between her ass cheek and her legs
rubs
rubs against each other.
And then me
And then
rozo.
se rosa, yeah.
And then I was telling her
That's what happens
today
when
we
you
were
have
in
a caked
Misa,
booty.
and I was showing her. I was like, look, I'm down to like my last, probably like months of these pants because ya se me está como abriendo because of how my legs like will rub
yeah.
and chafe. So then I have to put like I have this chafing like deodorant type of
Like a
stick
deodorant
thing,
stick. Mm-hmm.
and I do
Chafing
that.
stick.
After you did the half marathon, right? You don't ever want to do.
Would you
I
do
feel
another
like
half marathon?
Not with that many inclines.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Not,
do
and
it.
I would have to train intentionally because I signed up for the Golden Gate Half Marathon in June, and then in July I went to Mexico for 2 weeks, and that time that I was on vacation I hardly trained. And then I went to Burning Man in August, and so when I was in Burning Man for those 10 days, I was not going to be running in the desert, so I did not train. And then in October I went to Mexico for another 2 weeks, and I barely trained. So from the point that I signed up in June to November, I did not train as much as the training plan told me I needed to do. So that's why I was like fighting for my life at the Golden Gate Half Marathon. But if I'm going to run a half marathon, more locally or on flat terrain, sure, I could do it. But not a full marathon. I have no interest in running full marathon.
When she said, but yeah, sure. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let's.
But I will train properly and intentionally this time around. But it like the Golden Gate Half Marathon, y'all, this shit is hard. This is San Francisco Hills.
Let us know who went. We want to know what
if
your
you did it
experience
last year,
was.
if you did it this year, let us know, amiga.
This was great. I love this. I'm so proud of us because we've all done it. So just really proud. But however y'all take care of yourselves, amigas, let us know. We're gonna wrap up because we don't want it to be 20 million hours.
Yeah, so just
long.
an hour mark.
But
Excellent.
So let us know if what you do to take care of yourself, if this has like reminded you of things that you want to like start incorporating in your life. Your grounding exercises, how to be present, like a prayer, a meditation, spending quality time. Self-care also doesn't have to look like everyone else or maybe any of the things that we shared. You can have it be your own thing. You can share it.
It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to help you feel good. It has to be, help you rest, and it has to bring you peace. That's the biggest part of self-care is rest and peace and enjoying it. So whatever that looks like for you, amigos.
Yes.
We're happy that you're doing it. And if you're not, I hope that this reminds you that you deserve to take care of yourself. Your body deserves to take care of you, to be taken care of. It carries you through this world. You are worthy of rest. You are worthy of recovery. You are worthy of taking care of yourself in whatever way feels good and productive for you and your body.
Yay!
Because at the end of the day, we're your amigas.
We are.
Yeah. And all we have is ourselves, really. So just taking care of this body, of this mind, of this soul, of this heart that we have, and obviously like each other.
And
That's
we
the
get
most
one.
important thing.
And we want to grow this community, and we want to build this community with others as well. So thank you guys for being here.
Yes, and
please
tune
comment.
in.
Again, tune in. Please comment, share, like, subscribe, of course. But we really want to hear from you. So if you have anything, we would like to have this again, like be a conversation. If you want us to like talk about anything, or if you just have any thoughts, we'd love to like read the comments and just share with other people. Give y'all also shout outs. So just follow
we are
us.
on Spotify.
We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on the socials.
Yes. Our Instagram is youramigas.podcast, and our TikTok, our Spotify, and our YouTube is Your Amigas Podcast.
Yes.
Yay! Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, amiga.
Your amigas.
XO, your amigas.